Hello, welcome to the video. So we've got a family staying, and because of the size of our house, they're sleeping in my studio, so we're not in there today. Today we're going to work on the sofa. I didn't do a video yesterday because I spent a lot of the time changing beds, like getting the sofa bed out, moving my desk, you know, cleaning the bathroom, all those kind of things to make the house nice for someone else who's coming to stay for a few days. So sorry, but you wouldn't have wanted to see that anyway. It was mainly me getting frustrated at housework, so it wasn't good. It wasn't good content. But today I've got my baubles, they're fully dry, painted on both sides, and I'm going to put a film on, work at my little coffee table, which we have been doing a jigsaw at this table, but I've had to cover it over with a drawing board at night because Rolly's got into the habit of, well, just being very interested in the jigsaw pieces. And to be fair, he's less interested than he used to be, and the problem mainly is when he jumps onto the table. But it's a problem when there's a jigsaw here, because when he jumps off, they all kind of scatter, and all the bits that you've put together was for naught. So anyway, so that's covered up, which is perfect for me working today. I've got about 25 something of them. So I'm going to pop a film on, get cosy. Hopefully my cat Rolly will join me, and let's work through this together. So that's those done. They're just drying now, and as you can tell from the weather, it's not going to be a day for varnishing today. So I've got a spray varnish that I use on them because I've painted those mainly with gouache, apart from the outline, which is the Posca pen. If I used a varnish that required a brush, all the gouache would smudge into each other because it's traditional gouache and that's water soluble. So I use a spray on varnish, but that I'll need to go outside for that. I don't want to be breathing all that stuff in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make another cuppa, and I think because I've got a big chunk of that film left, and it's one of those kind of cosy days today, I just want to be sitting on the sofa doing something cosy. I'm going to get my sketchbook and I'm going to sketch the people in the film. Again, quick sketches, no pressure about it looking really like the people that I'm sketching. It's more just getting the practice to draw every day. It's difficult when you're drawing people that you know or that are familiar to you, like people on films and stuff, because you kind of know when it doesn't look accurate. You know what I mean? If you're drawing a stranger, then you can kind of just enjoy it looking like a person rather than it looking like someone that you know, or someone that you know what they look like. So I'm going to take it with a pinch of salt, and I recommend that you do as well if you ever do this. If you draw people that you know or draw people from films, just keep going, just stick with it, and it's all good. It's all good practice. So I'm going to get a cuppa on and let's do that. I thought I'd pause and just give you a little tip if you wanted. Something I found anyway. It might not work for you, but when I'm drawing people, and this has come from me sketching almost every day for this whole year, because I took a year out, if you don't know, to focus on my sketching, and through the sketchbook as friend from the Good Ship Illustration, I discovered time sketches, and that kind of kickstarted my sketching obsession, and now I sketch every day or almost every day. And very recently, I've started to get better, more confident at drawing people, and drawing people with expression, and drawing people who look like people who are interesting characters. And I just thought I'd give you a little insight into kind of how I do it. So these are meant to be Harry Potter. So since I've been drawing in my sketchbook every day and recently getting better at drawing people, I thought I'd share with you how I get around drawings looking wrong. So rather than trying to draw a super accurate representation of the person I'm trying to draw. I no longer do that. I draw them in my hand in my scribbly way, but the way to get them looking like they look is observing bits about them which are identifiable. And I think this is where I've developed a lot. So now I no longer feel I've got to draw a super accurate representation of people, which, you know, I've done in the past. I can draw super realistically, but I don't because it stresses me out. But what I do now, I draw in my own hand, but I take bits of how they look and put them into the character I'm creating so they're identifiable as. So Harry Potter has got his messy hair and his glasses. And if, when I'm drawing these people in different poses, I stick to those things as the way you identify them, because that's a key thing that will tie all of my sketches of that person together. And I think this is how I've developed over this last year. I think I'm much better at creating a character when I'm drawing people, rather than getting bogged down and stressed out and trying to draw people accurately. So if you look through my sketchbook here, so this is the one I've done today. I'm going to carry on doing more. But like yesterday, whenever it was, day before yesterday, I was drawing people in the cafe. This was a real person. She didn't look 100% like that, but she had glasses. She had her hair up like this, and she had a roll neck. When you're drawing quickly to try and get the essence of the person, you pick the things that will identify that person. So this woman, she kept looking down at her phone. She had a kind of swept to the side bob and a padded jacket. So all of the pictures that I did of that woman had that. This little girl, she had curly hair and a spotty jumper. So I keep that consistent throughout all of them. And that's a really easy way of getting the essence of that character into your drawing. I think, anyway. That's what I've found over the last few months. So I thought that would be helpful. I'm going to plug my phone back in because it is dying, and I'm just going to carry on. See how many sketches I can get done. That was probably my most successful drawing from films yet. When I very first took this year out and started sketching almost every day, I did start sketching from programmes and films I was watching, but I wasn't very good. I mean, it was better than nothing. I was still very caught up on the things not looking like the people that I was drawing. But I persevered. Like I say, I moved past those bad pancake stages. And this is the most successful that I've been so far. Drawing every day and drawing without prejudice and without being mean to myself and letting myself do bad drawings and letting myself draw things that don't look like people, and then just moving on to the next one. Doesn't matter, it's my sketchbook. Moving on to the next one. Doesn't matter, it's my sketchbook. Moving on to the next one. Searching for those perfect pancakes, or at least the pancakes that look more like pancakes than raw batter in a pan, if you're still going with the metaphor, if you're still going with the analogy. I've come to a place now where I can draw and there is recognition about who's who. I can get expression in there, and yeah, they're not super realistic drawings, but I don't want that. I mean, you could take a photograph for that. You could take a still shot from the film if you wanted it exactly the same. I want something with a bit of my personality and a bit of character in it, and I think that I've got that. Especially this one here. I really like that drawing. I'm really pleased with that one. I think you probably all know now that I have been drawing a Harry Potter film, but let me know in the comments if you know from these drawings, if you know which Harry Potter film it is. And I'll be interested to hear what you think. But I'm going to leave this here because I need to edit this video for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.